Hi, how's it going? It's John Victoria from Pollyanna SEO, and in this presentation, I just want to answer some common questions about SEO that several business owners have asked me over and over again. And so I wanted to create this presentation as a way to explain our process, as well as what to expect when you are working with us. One of the biggest questions I get is, how long does SEO take? Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? Is it 9 months? My cousin Stan can do it in a day. How long does search engine optimization actually take? And it's a great question because there are many factors that go into it. But what we can see right now as a general trend is that you got to be prepared to engage in a campaign that will take 6 to 9 months, especially for competitive keywords. And this is just to set expectations up front. Search engine optimization is not something that it's an overnight solution. It's something that has to be long-term focused because we are building a long-term asset for your business. And that's why it's going to take months and months of time rather than something that happens overnight. Fence that goes up quick will come down quick. And a fence that goes up slow will go down slow. So as you can see, Google has slowed down website rankings, and that's because they want to make people wait it out because they want to see. That means that you're more real if you can wait out their slowdown process. And the way that we do search engine optimization here at Pollyanna, it's really the most safe and efficient way possible. We can't go any faster than what we are currently doing because then we'd endanger your website and your online reputation. So when you're working with us, we are doing it in the most safe, efficient, and effective way, and you're getting the best when you work with us. How much does SEO cost? This is a big question that I get all the time because it's something that people always wonder about. There's offers that you get from, I get them too. I get these emails from India offering SEO packages for $300 a month. Great. Is that something that's realistic? Is that something I can expect? Maybe someone local, they say, oh, I can do it for $200 or $150 a month. Or maybe some might even price it at a high ballpark. Maybe they might say it's $10,000 a month or $7,000 a month. How much does search engine optimization really cost? But it really depends on several factors. One thing to note when you're talking with different companies is if they give you a cookie cutter price for any keyword that you give them, you got to watch out for them. They are a company that you need to watch out for because ranking on Google depends on several different factors. It matters with the keyword difficulty, the competition level, and also if SEO has been done to the site in the past. If you don't take these into account, and if you're giving cookie cutter prices, and if that's why I do my own video analysis before I start talking about pricing, it's because you can't tell beforehand. You have to look at the very specific situation, and doing it any other way is crazy, and it's indicative of an agency that doesn't know what they're doing. You have to take a look at the context, the competition, the keyword difficulty, and really, what has been done before. Again, you got to take a look at the specifics. And the way that we do SEO is different. Some companies, they will lock you into a contract for a year. We do month to month. We want to earn your business every single month, and we don't want to lock you down if you feel uncomfortable with the way that we are treating your website. We will treat you with the utmost care and respect, and we will serve you with excellence, but we want to make it a month-to-month package because if you want to get out, I don't want to handcuff you. And for SEO, every package is customized to the keywords. Whatever keywords you're trying to go after, it's going to change how difficult the project is. And so we want to make sure that it's customized, and that's different from a lot of different companies. And we don't use automated software to help you rank on Google. There's places that do that, but here at Pollyanna, we are painstakingly making sure that your website is taken care of. And also, we're working with several people, and we just don't have enough time to work with everyone. So if a company doesn't have enough money, then we can refer you to someone else, or we can do a lower package. But if you're going to do our full-blown monthly, month-to-month SEO packages, it's going to be $1,000 per month minimum. And I'm just setting expectations up front. Another question I get, what exactly are you doing to my website? It's something that most people are interested in. This is actually particular with the more technical folk. They like and people who think they know how to do SEO. They want to delve in. What exactly are you doing to my website? I want to see the links. I want to see what it is that you're doing. Well, what I'll tell you is that I am working in SEO 24/7. Not 24/7. Maybe I would say more along the lines of 16 to 18 hours per day. And I've been doing this for a very long time now, and to be honest with you, if you ask to see and try to what exactly you're doing for my website, I can give you a high overview, but for a person who I'm helping, you just aren't qualified to grade my work. And that's plain and simple. You aren't in the field like I am, you aren't in the trenches. And the reason why you'd hire someone like me is because you want someone who knows what it is that they're doing, it's pretty much like a master's degree in internet marketing. That's the level of expertise that's being delivered to your website. And so what I'll tell you though is that, our methods are proprietary. And what we're doing is we are building trust to your website in Google's eyes. And that's what we're doing. We are creating the outbound and inbound indicators that help Google understand what your site is about. It helps Google to crawl it, see it as your website is having a great user experience, and see it as valuable. That's what we're doing. We're building trust to your website in all those different ways. To explain the very technical and smaller pieces of that, it'd be much more difficult for us because, one, it's very subtle, and two, you might not understand. And so, if you're okay with that, we'll move forward. And like we said, we're going to treat your website like we would our own, with the utmost care and respect. Every single client of ours, your family, and we want to make sure that you are taken care of. We want to increase the traffic to your website. We want to make sure that your business is growing and scaling. That's very important to us. And so just know that when you're working with us, when you're wondering what it is that we're doing, we're working for you on like every single day. Every single day we are fighting for you for Google. I mean, not for Google. We're fighting for you against Google so that you get the proper positioning that your company deserves. This is not more of a question, but this is more of a statement that I get from people. I've been burned by SEO in the past. I've done SEO and it hasn't worked for me. I spent all this money and I didn't get any page one results. What I want to say is that, I'm sorry to hear that. The industry, it can be on and off. But what I want to say is that one experience is not representative of the whole. Just because you had one or two bad experiences with SEOs in the past does not mean I don't want you to then project that onto Pollyanna and what we do. We will deliver to you the highest level of care and respect and excellence that your company deserves. We have results to prove it, and we will deliver the same results to your company. Now, we're solid, and I hate it when people do that. Please take a look at us from our merits, talk with us, and understand where we're coming from, and see our results. The results speak for themselves. And so finally, what I want to say is that if search engine optimization is something that you or someone who's interested in, the type of company that would work well with us. We have a criteria for the types of individuals and businesses that we work with because we can't work with everyone. Working with everyone that we just wouldn't have enough time to deliver the same level of excellence and care. And so the companies that we're looking for, they meet this criteria. The company is looking to scale business. They want to have more people in their doors, and they have the infrastructure to be able to handle additional customers. Also, the type of company that works well with us, they're focused on the long term. They aren't interested in fly-by-night solutions, overnight solutions. They aren't interested in that because you got to understand that this is something that we're building over time. You can't build trust in a day. You can't build trust in a month. You got to build trust over a long period of time. And so if you're not willing to focus on the long term and build with us over the next couple of months, then you aren't the type of company that we want to work with. It's just plain and simple. It's easier said up front than to find out later down the road. We're also looking for a company that is relationship focused. I've met tons of companies and business owners who are just focused on niggling the price with me. I understand that you're trying to save $1, but the thing is that if you're always trying to save $1, especially with search engine optimization, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for a solution that doesn't work. You're setting yourself up for a solution that may actually harm and set you back as a business. And so I want you focused on, we want to work with companies that are focused on the relationship. They're focused on the values that a company represents. And they're focused on the care that the other company can provide. The type of company we're also looking to work well with, you have to have the proper infrastructure. If we're going to send tens to hundreds to thousands of potential leads to your website, you better be able to handle it. Because if you aren't able to handle it, then you're wasting both your time and our time. We don't want to overwhelm you with the amount of traffic that we can send you. We want to work with businesses that can handle it and want to grow. If you're that type of business and if you know someone who fits that description, then we want to work with you. And then finally, already spending money on marketing. If you aren't already spending money on marketing, it can be a tough sell. It can be tough to understand what it is that we do and see the value in it. If you're the type of, if you're a business that says, we only work off of referrals, I mean, that's great. And that's perfectly fine. But if you aren't spending money in marketing, then, you're not going to see the value in what it is that we do. And we want to work with people who see the value of search engine optimization and how much it can transform a business. So, if you or a type of company that the company of a friend or someone you know fits this description, then you'd work well with us at Pollyanna. So that's about the end of the presentation. Thank you so much for taking the time to review the common questions I received from search engine optimization. It's a pleasure being able to speak with you and to really resolve some of the problematic ideas that people have and misconceptions they have of SEO in general. There's a lot of hype around SEO, and to be honest, here at Pollyanna, we're a no hype type of company. We're the type of company that likes to focus on results. We're data driven, and we want to work with people that want to work with us and that are a good match for us, because there are hundreds of companies that would love to work with us, but we want to work with the proper fit. All right, so again, my name is John Victoria, the CEO of Pollyanna SEO. Thank you so much for spending the time with me in this video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.